Welcome to my channel. Well, in today's video, I'm actually getting ready to go on another 6-month travel adventure over to Southeast Asia, and I'm only going to travel off of one bag, which is this bag here in front of me. Now, I've made videos of this bag before in the past, and I'll leave them in the link below. But what this is the 40-liter GR2 Go Ruck pack, okay? And now it weighs about 4 pounds, which is, kilos, that's about 1.85 pounds. And my goal always is to keep this bag at about 25 pounds, which is what, maybe 12 kilos or so. But what I want to kind of bring up is that, why I like to travel with one bag. I think there's a lot of advantages to it. One, I believe it's just totally less stress. When all you have is just this one bag to think about on an airline, that makes a whole difference in the world. You don't have anything checked in, and it just kind of gives you peace of mind. At least it does to me. And number two, it's ease of moving. Moving around the airport, you got everything on your back, and it's just, it's there, you're not missing anything, and again, it gives you another peace of mind. And number three, you only take what you actually need. You're not overpacking everything. You're getting it down to a point where you have everything you need is inside this bag. And if you are missing something, whatever destination that you're going to, whatever country, 9 times out of 10, you can find that item there in that country. So I just love doing it. I've been doing it for quite a few years now, and it really is the way to go as far as I'm concerned. Everybody travels different. You can travel with the roller bags. I generally don't like the roller bags. I like everything on my back, and I'll tell you why here in a second. Why I prefer the bag over a roller bag. But what I'd like to do is kind of give you a little bit of a detailed view of what's inside this bag without going too in depth, because obviously I don't want to bore you on every little thing that I carry, because everybody kind of carries differently, okay, on whatever your special needs are. I'll just kind of show you kind of the overview, and then that'll give you a general idea. And there's so many different backpacks out there, and every one of them's got advantages, disadvantages. You just find one that you like, what you like to use, and then just go with it. And if you don't like it, try another one out. I found this one to be pretty good, and it's very durable and tough. Now, one thing I like about this GR2 is it's kind of broken down into like a clamshell type. So what I'm going to do is take out, you got these things, you unzip it. The zippers are really very durable. So you got one clamshell, and then inside you got these mesh storage areas where you can carry stuff. And it's got a gazillion pouches in it. Pouch on the top, you can keep stuff. Even a pouch in the front, you can put something quick. This is my own carabiner. I spent years contracting, traveling the world, and carabiner came in really handy, so I just kind of left it on there. And then you come to the next one, and I'm going to take this one down permanently and kind of show you what I have in the bag without going in too detail. So what it does is kind of breaks down right here. This is the actual inside of the bag. And this is another part of the clamshell. You notice the mesh pouches. I'm not going to break everything out. I know where everything is, and it's pretty easy to get to. It's hard for me to misplace anything because everything's got kind of its place. But what I will show is the thing that I like the most are these compression sacks, and I've been using these for a long time. This is my clothing sack. This is what I use for all my clothes that I carry, which is not a lot. For Southeast Asia, it's pretty, warm over there. This is my camera bag. I got both my cameras. I carry 2 GoPros. I got 11 and a 10 and 11. Right now I'm filming with the 11, and I got the 10 for the backup. There's an old saying in the teams we used to go, 2 is 1, 1 is none. You know, it's a backup in case one of my cameras goes down. So, camera bag, just a little fleece jacket. This is my liquid bag. I like these little plastic things because you can just jam a lot of stuff inside of them. And then this is kind of my electronic bag. I'll show you, kind of give you an overview of it. Inside you got this little plastic, which is pretty cool. Carries all my you know, little hard drives on it, little cables that I use for my computer for video editing, and it fits right neatly inside this pouch right here. So got that. I got this small little bag. This is kind of a mini backpack, especially when I go around. I start doing my videos, my vlogging adventures. I carry this on my back. It's real simple. It's light, doesn't weigh anything, and I can carry maybe a bottle of water in there, my spare camera, which I usually always bring with me. And this is another spare little backpack that I carry, and I'll explain one of the advantages of actually having one of these here shortly. But it's really nice. In case I want something a little bit bigger than this, I got this. And been really helpful at times, believe me. This is my traveling gym. I totally believe in fitness. These are 2 bands that I carry, along with what we call a door jam. There's a lot of times at the hotel that I'm in, the gym's not all that good, or I like to just do it in the hotel room and get it done with, because sometimes these hotels that you go to, you know, their gym hours are really crazy. Like, they won't open up at a certain time, and I like to work out at a certain time to kind of like get my workout in. So I carry these, and I really can get a good workout in. You know, if you want to see how I set these up, I can make another video on how to do a really good hotel room workout where you can get really effective exercise in a matter of minutes. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments, because I definitely will show, because I totally believe in fitness. I take that as one of the top priorities when I'm out. I mean, I'm always doing some type of push-up, pull-up workouts, and I just find it something I have to do before I do anything else. I got an extra tripod in here. This is another stick. Especially when I carry the DJI mics. So this is my extra selfie stick. It kind of extends out. It's a bit more heavier duty. But it's very easy to pack. You know, what I'll show you here is I put this in the bottom. Very simple. And then next I put my clothing bag in. I know how much each one of these bags weigh too, and that is a key factor also, especially when you get overseas. Let's say when I'm over in Phuket, I do a lot of Phuket is like my base once I get down there, and base meaning that from there I can travel anywhere in Southeast Asia. Go from, let's say, on the last trip, I went from Phuket to Bangkok to Laos, spent a lot of time in Laos, and then came back to Phuket, and then I went over to the Philippines, you know, went to Cambodia, you know, Malaysia. You know, it's kind of like going back. So Phuket is my base. So that's why you see on some of the videos, I got a lot more videos on Phuket sometime, because sometimes I'll be there for a couple weeks, and I love making videos, and sometimes I'll make it to the same beach and so forth. So I know, getting back to the bag weight, is oftentimes when you go to budget airlines, like say AirAsia, because I take AirAsia a lot, they only let you travel with, what's that, 7 kilos, which is what, maybe about 15 pounds, I believe. And sometimes they're a little bit, you know, they check the bag, sometimes they don't. I find in Phuket, when I do the fly-throughs, they don't even check the bag weight, although sometimes when I'm leaving the other countries, they want to check the weight. So to get around that, to get down to that weight, because right now I'm traveling about 25 pounds, is I take this extra bag and I know what the weight is on these bags, and I'll simply use it to lighten up my load a little bit and actually throw this on my back. So I can get the bag down to the required weight. I do that before I come into the actual check-in counter. And that is a key factor. Do everything before you get to the check-in. Sometimes I just leave it. Like when I'm traveling over there, I just put this in the bag. That way, if I need to, I can just pull this out. Because basically, this is going to get me down to the required weight just by pulling this bag alone. So pack that up nice and neat. Like I say, everything's got a place, you know. That's one thing about one bag. You know where everything is at. You don't really misplace items. Like sometimes, like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, you know. I put this liquid bag in. Everything is easy to get, you know, so when you go through security, like, you know you have to pull this out. So it's very easy to pull out. And put my little fleece there. Kind of acts like a little bit of a padding. And I got my camera bag. Got all my cameras inside. Well, just one right now because I'm using the other one. And I put that on the top. And it goes nice and easy. Zip it up. These are really heavy duty zippers, by the way. I have had nothing but high reviews for these zippers on these bags because, you know, I have used zippers on other backpacks and sometimes they just like fall apart, but these, they keep going. And on the back, this is my computer pouch, which is really tough. They say it's bomb-proof. This is actually designed by a former Green Beret, believe it or not. So here's my little computer. It's a Apple Air, which is really light and compact, which I like. Everything fits nice and neat. Now, see, I'll make sure I don't forget anything. I always have my little notes right here, so it's kind of my little script on I don't forget anything. I went over the you know, the advantages of this bag, which is, to me, it beats traveling with check-in bags. I mean, if you got to check something in, you got to do it. You know what I mean? But if you don't have to check anything in, just go without it. Just travel with this one bag. You know, you can do it, especially when you get over to Asia. Okay, you don't really need a lot of stuff over there. What I do, key points, is live out. If you want to travel with one bag, I suggest you live out of that bag for at least a week before you're going to depart. Now, right now, I'm currently living out of it because I'm leaving next month. So everything I need is in here. You know, I take it out, I put it back. So I kind of like eliminate anything that I might need. You know, I don't need, and I'll just jettison it. So good idea. Live out of the bag before you leave, and you'll definitely learn a lot about that. Put it on. You know, put it on your back, see how it fits, make sure it fits right, you know, with ease. Goes on well, just like that, stand up. I don't want to stand up because then you don't want to see me in the camera, but, and another key point is, I was going to bring up the roller bag concept. Now, it's okay to travel with a roller bag if you like that. I don't like it myself because oftentimes, I'll tell you why. Sometimes, especially on AirAsia, depending on what zone you're in, you'll get into that last zone and there's absolutely no overhead space left at all. And you can fit your bag. This bag can go under a seat. A roller bag generally will not go under a seat. So, this is my little tear right here. And what I do is I test it, right? So this is, I got some tape I put, and what I do, I see if everything fits right, which it does. So everything fits well underneath the seat. Unlike a roller bag, not so much. I mean, the advantage of a roller bag is it's not on your back. And if you're carrying it in the airport, you know, maybe you're not used to it. Now I do a lot of actual ruck walks or backpack fitness walks. I just did one the other day over to Torrey Pines, and actually I didn't take this bag, but I have a simulated weight bag that I use that has that weight in it, and it gets me used to carrying a pack. But although I do take this pack on some hikes, just to make sure everything fits well, it rides well on my back. Let's see, anything else that I may have forgot? I think covered everything without, you know, going over in too much detail. But one new thing I'd like to bring out, that before I used to have this, I used to carry this other little bag right around my waist, called like a butt bag. But now I've gone more to the Sling Bag. And what I like about the Sling Bag is it rides right up on my chest, okay? Inside, I don't have my passport with me here, it's over in the cabinet, but I keep my passport in here. All my travel documents are important documents, wallet, are all right here on the front of my body, okay? They even have a pouch for the phone, which is pretty cool. So you pull out the phone, you know, and you got that. And you know, you got a couple other little pouches. You can carry little knickknacks in. Whatever you like to carry on a flight, it's all right here, you know. So it's all on my chest. And one advantage of this is, especially when I start getting around crowded areas, you got to be careful of the pickpockets. I don't like carrying things in my pocket. I like things right on my chest where it's secure. Oftentimes where I go film and vlog, it's really condensed. I remember when I was over in Bangkok in Chinatown, I mean, I was literally wall-to-wall people. And I had this bag right here, this sling bag, and you know, it's always there in front of you, and nobody can slip their hand inside and grab your wallet because you have everything right here. And I think that's a good advantage. I mean, that's just what I like to travel with, and I find to be really effective. But this is it. If you have any, you know, questions or comments on my one bag travel, you know, leave them in the comments. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to this next 6-month travel over to Asia. I plan on going to a lot more countries this time, and going to some also repeat countries to explore even more. And I'm really excited about that. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you in my next video. So see you from San Diego, California.